Hey everybody, welcome back to Carbon Gaming. First off, I want to apologize for the lack of uploads last week. I did not schedule my recording correctly, so I just didn't have time to get all those videos out and edited to the best of my abilities. So for this week, we're switching the way that I schedule. We're going to start bulk recording on 1 or 2 days. That way, I'll have the whole week to edit and be able to get these videos out for you guys Monday through Friday, like we first talked about. So right here we're looking at our deck of the week, Vikabulu. Vikabulu has gone in and out of the meta. People tend to stray away from it because of its randomness. However, Greninja is kind of the same thing. Half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. But when it works, it's really good. So that's why we're going to give Vikabulu another chance. So let's go ahead and talk about the cards we have here. First, we have a Rangaroo. One of a Rangaroo just for that draw support. There's not much else to it. You don't want to get into a low hand size and then have no way out of it. So a Rangaroo offers that way out. However, once you have a Vikavolt in play, it really isn't a big deal. Draw support in general isn't a big deal. But this is just in case your late game, your Vikavolt gets knocked out. You don't have any other option. You have a Rangaroo there. And mid game, it can help you get those extra cards when you don't have Vikavolt out yet. So we do the 3-1-3 Vikavolt line. I think this is just best optimized for the list. You have plenty of other things you have to fit into here. Plenty of items, good amount of supporters, and a decent amount of energy, as we can see. I'll scroll down here a little bit. So you could go 4-2-4. However, I just think that would be too much for the deck. 3-1-3 seems to be the optimal line for Vikavolt. We got 3 Bulus. That's pretty straightforward. You really don't need 4. We play an Ace of Roller, play a Max Potion, so chances are, you're not going to need more than 3. And again, if 3 Bulus get knocked out, you lost. So the 3, once again, are there just to have enough space for other things within the deck. We play that 1 Mew. That'll definitely help us against our Buzzwole matchup. I don't think Bulu has a bad Buzzwole matchup. However, Mew makes it a lot easier. And the 2 Lele, obviously just for support. Being able to grab that turn 1 Bridget is really big in Bulu. And maybe that late game Guzma or Sycamore, once again, really big for Bulu. We do play the 2 energy recyclers because Bulu focuses around discarding energy, so it's pretty straightforward. The 2 field blowers, just in case you get ability locked, get those out of there. And even parallel can hurt Bulu a little bit, so getting those kind of stadiums and tools off of like a Garbodor, big reason why we played those. 2 heavy balls are to search out Vikavolt or Bulu, so it's just good to have in the deck. It's just another search card. Max Potion, if your Bulu gets some damage on it, you can go ahead and Max Potion it off, especially if you just discard all your energy. It's not a big deal anyway. 4 Rare Candy, obviously, is to get in the Vikavolt as fast as possible. Getting into Vikavolt really makes or breaks this deck, so you want to make sure you can get that turn 2, if not turn 3, if not turn 4. You got to get it early game, or else you'll be way behind. We play 2 switches just to get out of the active, just in case our opponent tries to stick something. 4 Ultra Balls, just another means of searching. An Ace of Roll-Up, once again, to pick that Bulu up if needed. We go ahead for the 2 Bridget. You want to make sure that you're going to have a Bridget in your deck when you do that first Lele. With 2, your chances are pretty high. If you prize both of those, the odds just are not in your favor, so the 2 seem to be fine for the most part. 3 Guzma, be able to take something off the bench that your opponent may trying to hide, or to stick something in the active if you are a little bit behind and you got to get a Bulu powered up. 2N to go ahead and disrupt your opponent a little bit. A Kukui, just to get that extra damage. We do play 3 Choice Band, as you can see. However, the Kukui is another way to get a little bit extra damage and to get an extra 2 cards. And Kukui with your Nature's Judgment, it does take a knockout on a Buzzwole, so that's something we're focusing on here. We go and play 2 Sycamore, just another means of finding finding those cards that we need. 3 Skyla, which is a really high count for Skyla. However, I think that's what optimizes it the best. Skyla can grab any item card, and chances are you're going to have a rare candy in your hand at one time, or you're going to have a search card. So that Skyla helps to find the one you're missing. Like I said, 3 choice bands. Those are necessary to hit the big numbers, especially on like Zoroark. 7 grass, 5 lightning. You want to have a lot of energy to search out with your Vikavolt, and you want to have that extra for all the energy you'll be discarding. So those are those numbers and the reasons why we have that many. Some things you could add in are float stones in case you're worried about your Vikavolts getting stuck. That's totally understandable. Something else is a Cynthia. Probably, if you're going to play Cynthia, at least 2. Right now, I think this list is probably the best. With that end, you're able to stick your opponent late, and then with the Sycamore, you're drawing as many cards as necessary. So you could go ahead and add in Cynthia. However, I don't think it's necessary for the deck. So overall, this is our Vikabulu deck list. We will be back tomorrow with a meta matchup. Hopefully we can get some good matches going, showing what Bulu's good against and where it lacks. So Friday we'll go over everything regarding the deck, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. See you later. Bye-bye.